This video, obviously from the title of the video, you would figure that I am talking about my shopping from my time at New York City. I don't know if this is like too much shopping or minimal shopping. Given that it was my first time in New York, I feel like I've done a conservative amount of shopping because I know of people who take like literally empty boxes, empty suitcases with them and go ham when they're over there. And I can see why. Now that I've gone to a lot of places in New York City for the purpose of shopping, I totally get why people take empty suitcases because number one, you get like really good quality products. Even when it's like you have the same brands in India, you get higher quality products in the US. Number two, you're always getting a good deal. There's always some sale or the other going on, and you get like a really nice discount for a lot of things, like everything, whether it's clothing, skincare, beauty, fashion, home items, whatever have you. You get like really nice deals all the time. Like it is a consumer's dream paradise. New York, not New York, like US in general, because you have so many options and you have such great deals. I feel like I have done my this year's shopping over there because I'm very happy with my purchases. I've tried some of the things and I'm yet to try a few more things, but I'm quite happy with some of the things that I've gotten. And let's just get into it. I don't know in what order to go. I have like home items, I have skincare items, I have food items, and then I have clothing items. But you know what? I'm going to talk about like my most favorite purchase, and this is, oh my God, like the first time I tried this, it had me hooked. So basically, the first place that we stayed at when we were in New York, me and my husband, was this apartment that we sublet from somebody he knew of, and they had a couple of things in their fridge. And when I was making my eggs every morning over there, I came across Trader Joe's sriracha sauce, and it just happened to be in their fridge, so I just used it as like garnish for my eggs, and I've been hooked since day one. It is so much more superior than the original sriracha sauce, and this, by the way, is available only in Trader Joe's. And I found out during my trip, like I've heard of Trader Joe's, but I didn't know that Trader Joe's is number one, just sold in Trader Joe's, and number two, all the stuff that you get in Trader Joe's is their stuff. Like it is not a supermarket for like different brands and different products. It's everything that's made by them, and that's what you get at Trader Joe's. So I knew that when I was coming back to India, I'm gonna pick up a couple of bottles of these and give it to my family, keep some in stock with me. So I literally picked up like 4 or 5 bottles of these. I've already cracked open the first one. I can't wait for it to like reach my sister and my parents as well whenever I meet them. This is so delicious. If you ever go to the US, like highly recommend trying this. I didn't get an opportunity to try anything else by Trader Joe's because I went to Trader Joe's like literally on the last day of my trip over there. Very unfortunate because they have some really interesting things in their inventory. So the next time I go there, I feel like that's the first place I'm going to hit up to try like their food items. Very exciting. The next thing that I got is again by Trader Joe's. I had to pick up one of their bags. This is a bag that you don't like, when you're checking out, they ask you, hey, do you need a bag? And then usually they'll give you a paper bag, but then you can also purchase this. You will see, like, when you tour the streets of New York, every second person is either carrying this bag or they're carrying a bag by Target, and I totally see why. Like I have a standard bag you might have seen in my videos all the time. It's a daily objects bag that I've been carrying around, which is so functional, so useful, like literally been transformative. And I have switched it out for this for like a week. I've only been home for a week and I haven't gone out much, but this is such a perfect size, and it's literally like it doesn't have pockets. It just fits everything. You just like dump your stuff here and then you're out of the door. And it is really handy. It's really high quality. So I can totally see why all the people in the subway are either carrying this or they're carrying like the Target bag. And I have a Target bag as well. In fact, I picked up one of these for my sister. I picked up one of the Target bags for my sister as well. So two of those are going to her. But I totally get why the people of New York are literally always roaming around with this. You don't need a handbag if you have this. This is your go-to bestie when you're out of the door. If you go to New York, highly recommend picking this up. The next item that I got is a couple of things that I wanted to try when I went to the US because they're only available in the US, and I've been watching a lot of these beauty influencers talk about it. So I picked up this Medicube Zero Pore Pad. There are a bunch of variants of this, but then this is the one which is like the best seller on Amazon. And it's also the one that's spoken about the most by all the creators that I follow. And I've been following them for like a very, very long time. So I really want to try the recommendation. And it was on sale as well on Amazon. So I picked this up. These are basically pore pads that you apply on your skin like after you're done cleansing, and then you can like just do the rest of your skincare. And this particular brand is a Korean skincare brand, and they have been really going off on Amazon. They've been going off in the US in general. There are a lot of people who have been using Medicube. So I also picked up their collagen night wrapping mask. I just was curious about this mask. I'm not very good at doing skincare, to be very honest. Like, I like a very, very minimal skincare routine. So picking up this is just like, oh my God, now I have to apply this. But it's a collagen eye trapping mask. I've heard like great things about this. The way you use it is basically you do your skincare, you clean up everything, and then you put your moisturizer, serums, whatever, and over that you can actually put this collagen mask. I've used it once. And the thing is that it's become really, really humid in Delhi now. So my skin is just perpetually oily and sticky. So I don't know if these skincare items are doing much to me. So I'm just waiting for the humidity to go down, so I'm just back to like normal skin conditions, and maybe then I'll like start using this. But this is again by Medicube. This is again like one of the best-selling products that they have, and it's also recommended by a lot of creators. So I decided to give this a go. Another thing that I've ordered, which hasn't come yet, because I have a friend of mine who's still in the US. She's still yet to come back to India. So and the Amazon Prime sale was on, so I decided to also pick up Medicube's PDRN serum. I haven't tried that yet. It was on sale, so I just decided a good time to try it out. So these are the skincare items that I decided to get. I also came across this moisturizer. This I actually found in my mother-in-law's suitcase. It was sent by my sister-in-law, Golu. I actually was not moisturizing myself in US because I ran out of my moisturizer here, and I was like, okay, I'll just pick up something over there. And an entire month I didn't moisturize my skin, and it was just really dry, very crusty. I was not in touch with my skincare at all during my time there, but during the last leg of my trip, I met my in-laws, and then I happened to find this in a bag, so I just decided to grab it, and it's actually really, really nice. So this is by Bath and Body Works. It's called Renewing Forest. It's a body cream basically, and it's got hyaluronic acid and shea butter. I do not like Bath and Body Works. It's not that I've tried a lot of it. I've barely tried. The only time I've tried it is when my sister-in-law sends those creams across, but then I find them to be very heavily scented, and also the scents are like very floral, very vanilla, very juvenile, to be honest. So I find them a little repulsive. But then she's introduced me to two of these Bath and Body creams. One of them is this, which I really, really enjoy, and actually is one of those moisturizers that stays on me until the next day when I'm taking a bath. So I quite like this. The other one is the aromatherapy lavender cream, which I have like at my in-laws' place, and that's also like quite effective. So she's actually changed my mind about Bath and Body Works, and this is the one that I picked up. The next item that I have is, I think I was at Target or I was at TJ Maxx, and I decided to get these pimple patches, not because I have a lot of pimples, but because I find pimple patches to be really cute for the aesthetic purpose. So I do get like small pimples just before I'm about to get my periods, so I decided to pick these up. My husband tends to get pimples, so I decided to try this on him. It's the hydrocolloid pimple patches by Spa Life. Nothing like very fancy. But then I decided to try this, and I put it on him when we came back because he was having a couple of like pimple breakouts on his nose, and it was actually quite effective. Like his redness reduced overnight, so that was nice. And then I applied this on myself as well. You might have seen it on one of my stories where I had one over here and it actually disappeared. So I feel like these are quite effective. Hi, Scrappy. It's so cute that he's here. Like, I try and get him in my videos all the time, and he's just a cat who will never ever play by whatever it is that you want. So I always want like my animals to be featuring in the backdrop. I really hope he stays, and I hope he doesn't start licking himself. Okay. Thanks, Scrappy. It's almost as if. Anyway, so I got these pimple patches and I'm quite happy with the results. So they're very cute to have on because I saw a bunch of people like when I was in the subways when I was walking around, they just like sport these pimple patches. So I was like, oh my god, I need to get these cuties for myself as well. And for my husband, I'm trying to get him to warm up to just wearing them at his meetings or whatever. And like, yeah, these have been quite effective. Actually, stole another thing from my mom-in-law's suitcase. So these are the Refresh Tears eye drops. My eyes get dry very often. It's obviously from screen usage. It's obviously from overexerting myself visually. But then I just generally tend to get drier eyes more than most people. So these teardrops or whatever you want to call it, eye drops, they've actually been quite nice because the purpose of these are just to refresh your eyes and to rehydrate them. I don't know what the chemical composition is supposed to be doing, but I do feel rehydrated. I do feel like my eyes get a little freshened up. So like These days, I try and just like put a drop in each of my eyes before I do makeup or when I'm trying to go to sleep. Like it just makes me feel a little soothed. So I picked these up for my mom-in-law's suitcase. She still doesn't know I took them, but I don't think she would mind. Next thing that I got is, oh my God, yes, I got myself a roll-on deodorant. This is the one by Salt and Stone. This is again something that was recommended by one of the creators that I watch on YouTube. And this is also something that's been quite popular. It's quite popular on Amazon and it's also something that you get in Sephora. So I picked it up from Sephora if I'm not wrong. You have a couple of variants of this, and the thing is, like the ingredients are really clean. Like it's an aluminum-free deodorant formulated for a 48-hour protection, which I can attest to because it really stays on you even if you work out. Like you can still smell it on yourself. It's got seaweed extracts, natural botanicals, yada yada yada. It smells really refreshing. It's got bergamot and hinoki. I don't know what hinoki is, but this is something that I like to apply on myself before I go to sleep. And also, I just like to dab it on myself before I go for a run. And it's so refreshing. Like, I'm always wearing sleeveless right now because it's so humid. Like, I don't like sleeves on my arms, especially like around my armpits. So, I've been trying to wear like a lot of sleeveless during this weather. And this is just nice to like suddenly get a whiff off. So, clean ingredients and also lasts a while. So, I've been pretty happy with this purchase, and I also like the bottle of it. Like it's so cute. I don't know if I'm holding the products at the right distance, but like yes, this is the one that I have, and this is again I got it on sale, so I got everything on sale. I don't think I would have purchased anything if it was not on sale. Actually, I think I would purchase this even if it was double the dollars. By the way, I also have some recommendations in terms of where to go if you're ever like in the US and you want to shop. So there are a couple of places that I went really late, which I really wish I hadn't. So number one was Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has really nice food options and I think worth exploring, especially if you're trying to like eat at home and not eat your meals out every single time you're there. And the other place that I really wish I'd gone much earlier that I had known of was TJ Maxx. So TJ Maxx is where I picked these up. TJ Maxx is also where I picked up a pair of heels. I picked these up. I got them for $25. I also really like closed toe heels and I also like them to be like of this height, which is like an inch and a half or 2 inches. So I got these. And the thing about TJ Maxx is that you get like luxury brands, not exactly like luxury, but like more premium brands like Tory Burch. I don't know. So like I think the older collections end up at TJ Maxx and you just get them at a much more discounted price. You get like a lot of Calvin Klein, a lot of common people, like really good clothing options and really good like footwear options, home item options. So I feel like TJ Maxx is one place I should have hit up much earlier because I could have picked up a lot of things for all the people that I wanted to get stuff for at a much better price. But I ended up going there literally like 2 days prior to me leaving. TJ Maxx is one of the first places you should go to if you want like really nice premium brands, but then at a much discounted price. And by discounted, I literally mean like sometimes 50% discounted. So definitely worth going to TJ Maxx for sure. The other thing that I picked up at TJ Maxx is just like kitchen items. I picked up a set of like cooking spoons. This silicone, and I hope that they're good quality silicone with the wooden handles. I just wanted to upgrade my kitchen a little bit. Obviously, nothing close to what I would like, but then this is a good start. Like really nice, big sized cooking and also serving spoons. So I picked up these. Oh my God, there's one thing that I really want to talk about, which is these bras that I got. They're from this brand called Klein. I don't know if it's like a popular brand or whatever, but I got a set of three. These are basically like home bras. I don't think these are like proper bras because they're not bio. They don't have a lot of support. They're just things that like stay around and they have these pads. But oh my God, the material is so soft. It's like you're literally not wearing a bra. And these are the perfect bras to wear at home. Like if at all, like for instance, if I'm at my in-laws, I obviously can't be roaming around braless. So these are the bras that I've like kept over there because so soft, so comfortable. Like literally at this point, I really wish I'd picked up another pack of three so that I could literally replace my t-shirt bras as well. So Anna Klein bras, I got them in a size medium. I think I could have gone smaller as well, but very comfortable, very soft clothing. So this I think is probably my top three purchases in the US. Very happy with these. Okay, I also went to Nordstrom. Nordstrom is a little more like on the higher end in terms of its prices for all the products, but I went to Nordstrom and I got myself another pair of heels. These, oh my god, they're already nasty because I've used them up, so I'm gonna avoid showing you the bottom of my shoes. But then these are from Cole Haan. I don't know about this brand either, but I really liked how classic these heels are. So I got these. These are definitely very expensive, so I'm not even going to tell you how much I paid for these. It's embarrassing. But then I needed heels. I've not bought myself a pair of heels in a very, very long time. I think the last time I purchased heels was like 3 4 years ago, and my heels are literally like falling apart. They're just like all in tatters, so I had to pick up myself a pair of heels, and I just decided to splurge on these. I think they're a little tight for me, so I might have to give them away to somebody who has like smaller feet than me. I don't know, but I'm going to try and see if I can break into them and they become comfortable at some point, simply because of how much I spent and also how lovely they look. I've already introduced you to my new favorite pair of jeans, which I'm so happy about. Oh my god, I think I could have gone a size smaller, but like at the store when I tried a size smaller, it was quite tight, like especially like at the crotch area, like this line over here, which is the most important, which is the thing that's going to dictate how comfortable your jeans are. Like that's tight, you just know that it's not going to be comfortable to be wearing these all the time. So the size smaller was really tight, but I feel like I've broken into these jeans and they get really, really loose. But oh my god, I love them regardless. I love how long they are. I think the best part about America is that all the pants I've purchased are pants that literally are the perfect length. They're almost like going across my ankles, like they're almost touching the floor, which I really appreciate because that is not my shopping experience in India. I am really tall, and for me to be able to pick up a pair of pants are number one flattering for my body shape and also the length of my legs. Extremely hard, almost impossible in India. I think the only thing that I've found success in is like Zara, and Zara is overtly expensive. So I'm very happy I picked up these. I picked them up at Zara though, but don't care. I just found these and they're the perfect color. They're perfectly loose. If I put on some weight, they'll be snug on me. If I lose some weight, they just become like these baggy jeans, which I also really appreciate. I really like baggy jeans. So I feel like both ways they're really nice for me. And I've worn the heck out of them when I was in New York. And in the rain, in the heat, in the cold, and they've just been like my besties because I didn't take my favorite jeans, by the way. The one risky thing that I did when I went to New York is that I decided that I'm not going to take either of my favorite jeans, which is like literally two copies of the same jeans. And I was like, once I go there, I'll pick up a pair of denims because I had like these linen pants that I recently purchased. And I decided that I'm just going to wear those until I come across my new favorite jeans. I was very hopeful that I'm going to find my new besties in New York City, and I did. I'm so happy that I picked these up. If I was still in New York, I think I would go to the store and pick up the smaller size of these, but it's okay. It's not like debilitating to my life. The next thing that I picked up, and I think I picked them up at Target because Target may you get a lot of things on sale. I think I went at a time maybe when there were a lot of sales, but I feel like you have sales all the time. Like you're always getting things at a discounted price. And I got myself a night suit. It's like basically a pair of pants, full pants, and they have these slits on the sides. And then I have this cute blouse, which is like the top. Let me show you. You literally have like this little rassi that you tie agi, and it's not like all of that is revealed. Like you just tie it tightly, but it's so comfortable. I already started wearing them when I was in the US, and oh my god, like such nice soft cotton pajamas. So I got the same pants which I'm wearing right now. In white and also very comfortable. I know over time white fades, which is so sad. I've not had lounge pants. Like I am not into athleisure, so and I've never been able to find track pants or sweatpants that you can wear very comfortably at home again because I don't find things of my length in India. And this time I've been able to pick up pants that I can wear at home, I can wear while I'm asleep, and they're not comfortable shorts. It's not, like I feel like I haven't purchased घर पे पहनने वाले कपड़े because it's always like once clothes get old they default become घर के कपड़े, but then the thing is they're not optimized for leisure, they're not optimized for lounging. So this time I just decided to go ahead and invest in some pieces that I really feel comfortable in when I'm at home, like very important. Like also maybe it's an age thing, I don't know, but like I just feel like I want to be comfortable all the time, which leads me to my next point, which is I try to pick up like cute things, like cute tops or cute skirts or whatever during my time there. I did multiple shopping trips during my time there. Like I really took my time to go and explore different places. And you know what I picked up? I picked up a black t-shirt and I picked up a white t-shirt. I picked up two of these, and then I ordered one more white t-shirt, which is I think in my in-laws' place right now. But I realized that the most important thing for me is familiarity and its comfort. Like at this point, I'm not trying to look cute. If cute happens, great. But then I am optimized for what I feel the most comfortable in because, listen, I want to be comfortable all the fucking time. I don't want a moment in my life. That's why I'm willing to give away these shoes as well. Like, if they're tight for me, it's fine. It doesn't matter whatever price I've paid for them. Like, I need to be comfortable. I do not, even for a moment, even for an hour of my life, do not want to be enjoying myself, do not want to be feeling uncomfortable. With my shopping, I've just picked up the basics. I've just like updated the basics in my wardrobe, and I don't think I have very dressy pieces, but it's fine. Like the dressiest thing that I do is put on a pair of hoops and maybe some lipstick, and I'm good to go. I'm dressy enough. So I am very convinced in my ways of what it is I want to spend my money on. Next thing that I got is I went to the American Natural History Museum and I had such a great time. I went on my own. My husband was busy working. I specifically to see dinosaurs, and oh my god, my mind was so blown. Like if you are in New York, you have to go and see dinosaurs. It's insane. It's prehistoric, and to be able to see them in front of you, like I saw a T-Rex and I saw a bunch of like those really big dinosaurs who of course like I don't know what they're called. And like I just decided, and I'm not somebody who picks up like souvenirs as such, but I had such a great time that I just decided that I have to pick up something from there, from the gift shop, that I can always have with me sitting in my living room or whatever. So I picked up this bowl. It was for $15 and it's got like this really cute dinosaur on it. Ceramic. So I'm really afraid that it'll break at some point, but I decided to take the risk and get this anyway because I wanted to bring something as a memory from how awed I was that day. I haven't felt that kind of awe in a very long time from seeing something. So I just decided that I have to get this. And I got it and I unpacked it and I just happened to keep it in my kitchen. And then my lady who cooks for me thought that this was a serving bowl. So now we're just eating out of this bowl. It's cute. It's fine. At some point, maybe I'll tell her to stop keeping food in this, but for now, I just find it really adorable. So we're just rolling with it. This to keep my bangan bharta. That's literally what happened today. I went to a flea market. I went to the Brooklyn flea market, and this is something that my girlfriend told me about. She also joined me on my trip to the flea market, and I picked up a bunch of cute things. Like the Brooklyn flea market has a lot of nice vintage leather bags, jackets, and a lot of like trinkets that you like keep at home for decor or for some sort of utility purpose. So it was really nice items over there. It was just most things that I did not need. Like I was hoping to find like some cute accessories or whatever, but the only thing I ended up picking up was this ring. I got this ring from the Brooklyn flea market, and I got this in a pair with another ring that I picked up from my husband. We got both of them together for like $14 or $20 if I'm not wrong. They're gold plated, which I think most rings are these days. And he wore his and he lost them on his way to his meeting on that very day. Very typical div thing to do. So the next time I'm there, I'll have to like pick up something else for him. I also picked up these earrings at the flea market. These are just hoops, and I think I've gotten into hoops, like really big hoops at this point. So I just picked these up for myself. I quite like them. I feel like they're not too big, and I feel like they're the kind of gold which go with like a lot of outfits. So I'm quite happy with this purchase. Next thing that I got is from my home, which is where my mom and dad stay. I got this. This is a brass candle stand. I get so breathless when I do these videos. I don't know why. But anyway, when I used to travel in my early 20s, so I used to backpack a lot on my own in Southeast Asia, and everything was like such a shoestring budget that I could barely bring anything home. So the only thing I used to bring home was like maybe a piece of art that I would ask my dad to frame, and then I would put it somewhere in our house. And then I would get postcards, which I have also gotten this time. I'll show you in a bit. But then when I was in my early 20s, the only thing I could afford was to pick up like a 50-cent postcard from somewhere and maybe like a piece of art, which if I had spare cash, because I used to like save up for an entire year and then go backpacking. And then in my mid 20s, I didn't travel much, COVID, whatever. And since then, I think, ever since COVID got over, the only proper trip that I've taken is to Europe. So over there, I picked up a couple of like these vintage decor pieces. And I decided that this can be a thing because I think my parents have a lot of appreciation for like vintage items. In fact, like my dad placed an order for a couple of vintage items on eBay when I was in America and I got those for him. But then I have decided that I can start doing that now. Like I decided to get this. I don't know how old this is, but then this has like this very vintage look. Like it's probably needs to be polished. I think my dad will polish it as well. But then I decided to get this. It's small and it's like handy, so I think it would look really nice on our coffee table or wherever it is that they decide to keep it. So I got this for home. I always make a point to like get something for home, and also now that I have a home myself with my darling husband, I am now trying to like pick up things for our home as well. So I got the bowl for that purpose. And the other thing that I got at the at the flea market is this cute little hippo. I got this for a div because I feel like color really reminds me of him. Like I've gotten him a couple of t-shirts. They're like white t-shirts, and it either has like a pink pig, like a small pink pig on the chest area, or it has something to do with like pink bear. So I was like, it's only appropriate that I get him a pink hippo. So clearly, like there's a pattern here. Like a pink, cute little animal is what reminds me of Div. So I decided to pick this up for him, and I also think it's a nice little piece to be like sitting on our coffee table. So I think nice addition to the home, like small items. I think that's about it. No, wait, I also got postcards. I think the one thing that I do without fail is that I always pick up a couple of postcards and send them to the people I love. I send them to obviously my parents because now at literally at this point, like one side of our fridge at home has all the postcards from all the countries I've traveled to all of my 20s because I've traveled so much in my 20s that like I said, when I was in my early 20s, the only thing I could afford to send home were like postcards. So they have like this entire collection of little notes and my postcard, and it's really adorable. So it's almost a tradition now that I will write a postcard and I'll send it home. So I picked up some postcards, didn't write them. What I usually do is I make a note of what I want to put on the postcard because there's like such little space to actually make mistakes. So I write down a note and then I just copy and write it over here. And usually I don't post it because I've tried posting it when I've been traveling, and most of the times they don't end up at home because the postal system in India is really fuck all. So what I do is I go home and then I slide it into the mailbox and then they pick it up and then they put it on the fridge after reading the note. So just a little thing that we have a fun with. What else did we pick up? Oh my god, I think I have not I have shown this already in my stories, but I think life changing. Okay, it's an exaggeration, but I got myself a hydro flask. Unfortunately, it's not available in India. I know that a bunch of you have asked me for a link, but like, what's the point if it's not available in India? It is so effective. Like, I've tried to keep ice in this hydro flask, and then put water, and literally the water stays cold for like 24 hours after that as well. Like, there's literally ice in the water for 24 hours, so it's very effective to either carry hot beverages or cold beverages. And this is like a 1 liter bottle. You get like a smaller size or a bigger size. You get them in a lot of different colors. I got one for Div. I got one for my sister-in-law who lives in Canada, and now we're all like hydro flask girlies. No, consumerism sucks, but I will give you this. Like, if you have a pretty bottle to drink water from, you are just going to be more incentivized to drink water every day. And I feel like this has really put me into the flow. So I really appreciate that I now have a dedicated water bottle that I carry around everywhere and I can keep a track of how much water I consume. So that was one of my top three purchases as well, which is a hydro flask. That's about it. I did buy a couple of things for a couple of gifts for my friends and for my family, and I think that they watch these videos, so I'm obviously not going to go over those in case they find out what I've got for them. But these are the purchases that I made for myself and for my husband, and I'm super happy about it. I hope you have a lovely evening. See you.